Sabrina Carpenter, the multifaceted songstress whose voice dances between pop confection and introspective balladry, has long been a beacon for those navigating the labyrinthine emotions of youth and romance. Her latest revelations, shared in an intimate cover feature for a prestigious fashion magazine's Italian edition, peel back the layers of her evolving perspective on men, a theme that pulses through her veins like a recurring melody. At just 26, Carpenter has already amassed a discography that chronicles heartbreak, empowerment, and the absurd theater of human connection. But in this candid interview, she articulates a worldview shaped by equal parts adoration and exasperation. When one of my female friends announces that she's having a son, I just rejoice for that young boy because I know he's going to be raised right, she confesses, her words laced with a hopeful pragmatism. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've only been on Earth for 26 years, but I feel like we've always kind of had to train them. Unfortunately, it's a tale as old as time. This admission isn't born of cynicism but from a lifetime of observation, where Carpenter has witnessed the delightful chaos men bring into her orbit. Her new album, aptly titled Man's Best Friend, serves as a sonic scrapbook of these encounters, weaving tales of fleeting passions, misguided bravado, and the quiet revelations that follow. The project, she explains, was conceived in the quiet hours after a string of relational misadventures, where laughter proved the ultimate salve. I do think that men have been a super entertaining species to watch, she muses, her tone a blend of amusement and bemusement, in positive and negative ways. I feel really adored and inspired and loved by some of them, and really confused and attacked and ridiculed by others. It's this duality that fuels her artistry, the way a single glance can ignite inspiration, while a careless word can sting like a discordant chord. Carpenter's music has always thrived on vulnerability, from the wistful yearning of Skin to the defiant sparkle of Please Please Please. She transforms personal tumult into universal anthems that resonate with fans worldwide. The photo shoot accompanying her feature is a visual symphony of retro allure, channeling the sultry magnetism of 1960s icon Brigitte Bardot. Carpenter slips into delicate lace confections and silk slips that drape her frame like whispered secrets, her poses exuding a playful defiance against the male gaze she so astutely critiques. Lithe limbs elongated under soft focus lenses, her blonde tresses tousled in windswept abandon, she embodies the archetype of the modern siren, unapologetically sensual yet intellectually armored. The images, splashed across glossy pages, capture her in moments of languid repose and bold confrontation, a brunette Bardot reborn with a millennial edge. It's a fitting aesthetic for an artist who uses humor as her shield. Part of life is making light of moments that maybe make us uncomfortable, she reflects. Or at least that is for me. My whole life I felt like humor was just this. And it wasn't even always humor, I think it was usually just sort of a wit that kind of saved me. It was always there to make sure that at the end of the day I was protecting myself for the future. This wit, sharp as a stiletto heel, permeates her latest single, Manchild, a track that dropped like a velvet-gloved gauntlet to an ex's ego. The teaser video, a grainy vignette of vintage aesthetics, think faded Polaroids and crackling vinyl, pulses with subtext, its caption a cheeky arrow. This one's about you. Manchild is out this Thursday. Special 7 vinyl available now. Lyrics sliced through the pretense. Inside of your head when you've just won an argument with a man, a line that encapsulates the petty victories and lingering defeats of romantic skirmishes. Fans, ever the vigilant archivists of her heartbreak canon, erupted in the comments, their fervor a digital bonfire. And we know who you are talking about, diva, one proclaimed while another hailed, and just when we needed her most she returned. Drag him babe we can't wait, echoed a third, their collective glee a testament to Carpenter's role as confessor-in-chief for the jilted and the jaded. Carpenter's journey to this point of poised reflection has been a masterclass in reinvention. Emerging from the Disney ecosystem with roles in Girl Meets World, she shed the child star sheen to embrace a bolder, brasher persona. Albums like Emails I Can't Send dissected the wreckage of high-profile flings, with tracks like Because I Liked a Boy, calling out the slut-shaming that shadowed her post-Taylor Swift tour dalliances. Yet, amid the tabloid tempest, she cultivated a fan-base that reveres her not just for the hits but for the honesty, the way she alchemizes pain into pop gold. Man's Best Friend builds on this legacy, its tracks a mosaic of male archetypes. The charming rogue who ghosts at dawn, the intellectual sparring partner whose barbs cut too deep, the steadfast ally who defies the stereotype. Production-wise, it's a lush affair, blending synth waves with acoustic intimacy, courtesy of collaborators who understand her penchant for emotional cartwheels. In person, Carpenter's charisma is magnetic, her laughter a cascade that disarms even the most guarded interviewer. Raised in Pennsylvania's rolling hills, she credits her early theater days with forging her resilience, standing ovations teaching her the thrill of vulnerability. "I've learned that the best stories come from the messiest places," she says, sipping tea in a sun-dappled studio. This philosophy extends to her views on gender dynamics. She envisions a future where training evolves into partnership, where men are raised not as enigmas to decode but as equals to celebrate. Her rejoicing for friends' sons isn't patronizing. It's aspirational, a hope that the next generation sidesteps the pitfalls she's navigated. And in the negative spaces, the confusion and ridicule, she finds fodder for growth. Being attacked doesn't diminish you, it reveals their limitations, she posits, a mantra born from online trolls and ex's echoes. The album's rollout has been a spectacle of strategic shade, from cryptic Instagram stories to live sessions where she teases anecdotes with winking ambiguity. Fans dissect every frame, every lyric, building theories that rival Rolling's fanfic forums. Manchild isn't just a diss track, it's a declaration of sovereignty, a reminder that Carpenter pens her narratives, not her paramours. As she poses in that Bardot-esque lingerie, garters framing her like a frame from a forgotten Nouvelle Vague film, one senses the power shift, the observer becoming the observed, the ridiculed reclaiming the narrative. Vogue Italia's choice to spotlight her underscores a broader cultural pivot. Pop stars as philosophers, their charts as canvases for social commentary. Looking ahead, Carpenter hints at tours that blend cabaret intimacy with arena bombast, perhaps incorporating interactive elements where fans share their own man-child tales. She's also dipping into acting, eyeing roles that subvert the ingenue trope, think a femme fatale with a philosopher's bent. At 26, her best chapters are unwritten, but if man's best friend is any indication, they'll be equal parts hilarious, heartbreaking, and unyieldingly honest. In a world that often reduces women to footnotes in male stories, Carpenter flips the script, training not just her lovers but her listeners to see the full spectrum.